This video was taken on November 16, 2011. It starts off a Gilman Road where it comes into Coal Creek Road and then through Skyline Drive, also known as Skyview portion. We are driving through a parcel at 19250 Coal Creek Road, which is owned by Jake Jacobs, which has a single family residence on it. We are heading south on section 33 and heading towards section 4. This Coal Creek Road is a public road. It is non-exclusive for others, meaning that it is open to the public. It was provided by Caltrans in 1964 when they rerouted Highway 99 to the I-5. Skyline Drive was off of Old Highway 99, which Caltrans then took it to Gilman Road as an exchange there, and then ran along the power lines, heading south to section 4, where that becomes Skyline Drive. As you can see, the road is in excellent shape. Also, it's a beautiful day and beautiful color in the trees. As you can see, some of the leaves are starting to fall onto the road. This portion of section 33 is approximately 3 miles or 3/4 of a mile long. It'll be easy to tell where section 4 comes by the transmission power lines, because that's the beginning of Skyline Drive, where it heads to the southeast quarter of section 4. This is exactly where it turns into Skyline Drive. We veered to the left a little bit. And this is a very historical road to our subdivision. The first parcels were created in 1897, and the patents were given to the Wintun Indians, which obviously this was their travel route in the late 1800s. I've heard several names called Black Oaks Trail, Black Oak Saddles, and several of the Indian books as a reference, coming from the Sacramento arm into the McLeod arm of Shasta Lake. We are on the Sacramento portion of it, which means it's graded towards the Sacramento arm. And as we hit the saddle up here is where it transitions into the McLeod arm, according to the Native Americans. This road is kept very clean from debris. There is one car that's been stripped down and it has a frame. And it looks like it's been sitting here for several years. It is coming up on the right-hand side, as you can see as we get closer to it. Other than that, there is no other rubbish or debris. It's a very clean, well-maintained road. Rutherfords own all of Section 3, which they purchased in 1944. They also purchased the northwest corner of Section 10, which is where this road will end up. As on the west side of this road, there is a lot of manzanita and different kind of trees, and as we'll go up over the saddle section, we'll hit a lot more of the oaks and maples and elm trees, which will have more color. I am riding in an SUV made by Toyota 4Runner. As you can see, this road is very smooth and well maintained. I get really close to the area which was considered a saddle. I guess when they refer to the saddle now, we'll be going towards the McCloud drainage. Meaning when the water runs down the hillside, it goes towards the McCloud arm. And this is the saddle. We're on the top of the saddle now. And we'll be soon going downhill towards the McCloud portion of the lake. Once again, it is a beautiful maintained road. There is a pipe coming up on the right-hand side, and that'll be where Section 3 begins. Here's the pipe on the right-hand side. And now we're into Section 3, which once again was owned by the Rutherfords in 1944. They owned the whole section. There'll be a little spur off that heads down to Yakati Creek, and that's where they built their first residence. The concrete structure is still down there, but the home's been long demolished. This is the fork in the road where if you bear down to the left, is where the residence was down towards the lake. We are still on Skyline Drive. Approximately a couple 100 yards will be the Yodi Mountain subdivision, which is 21 parcels. 13 of them have been built out to residents. This subdivision was created in 1972. We are still on Skyline Drive. We're coming up pretty soon to the paved portion of this road, and that is where Section 10 is, and James Whaley residence is. Right at the intersection of 3 and 10, where it becomes pavement, is where Jim Whaley residence is on Skyline Drive. There is a couple culverts strategically placed on this road. As you can see, for a 120 plus year road, it is in great shape. It is very historical to our subdivision, which was once owned by the Native Americans. This road is deeded with a 30-foot right-of-way. Now we are coming up to Section 10, where Skyline Drive turns into chip seal, and where the resident of James Whaley's house is right there.